Good morning, it's Mitch Dangman here with Team ODZ. All set here for today's coffee ride. It's been a late night for me. I got home last night around midnight. On the bike here about 4 or 5 hours later, so great to see all you guys here today. We're going to be starting here in 30 seconds. We will be doing our coffee ride today. So that's 3 laps of Watopia Volcano Flat Reverse. And we'll be doing 2 laps at a watts per kilogram of 2.2. It's our social portion, our warm-up, and then we'll have 1 all-out race lap where as hard as they want for what they feel like today. Let me get on the bike and let me get pedaling here, and we will start shortly. Everyone's doing great today. Let's get on Discord, say hello to the team. Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Morning, Mitch.
Morning, guys.
How are you?
All good. If Swift wouldn't have closed itself 2 minutes before I had to start.
Been a lot of crashes lately. Got some issues.
First time it's happened, I just jumped off to adjust my seat, jumped back on it, and it closed.
Huh. No. My legs are fatigued. At 26 seconds here.
No racing today then, Mitch?
No. All right, so off we are here, guys. We are doing, I believe, the Volcano Flat Reverse today. Got one guy sprinting out. He's going to take the lead right off the bat here for no reason whatsoever. Hey, Andy, how are you? No, I just always behind in everything I was doing here this morning. Had a good 4 hours of sleep last night, and I am not racing this. Morning, Pete, or evening for you. I've seen all the different avatars again, hats. Always neat to see. Thanks, Andy. Yes, you are my priority. Glad to see you back here. I think you've been absent for a while. Oh, you Europeans and your vacations, I think. Getting my hair looking good here. Forgot to put my hat on this morning. Christian wants to know if I'm going to disqualify people ahead of me at the start of the final lap. The answer is yes. Yeah, those socks are a little too long, dude. There we go. Good job, guys. Thank you. Thanks, Andy. So, we were watching a TV show last night. I was just at home with my older girls, and my older girls are a mix between Chinese American and Caucasian, and they made a crack about pasty white guys. Sounds like, I think you're actually talking about me when you say that. But I'm just their dad, so. And Yurki, it's great to have you back. That's right, throw Rob up there. Rob's a favorite today. Got that, Rob?
Sorry, what was that?
Andy Jenner says you're one of the favorites today. Gotta ride like it.
I just had to catch up with everyone because I was too busy typing to him.
Gotta work on those texting and writing skills.
Yeah, I usually have a screen at the side, but I forgot, so I couldn't see where I was on the screen.
Oh, that's sweet. Rob, Annie says that you're his favorite.
He mustn't know many people then.
Who's on the Buffalo bike? I didn't know that was still available.
Yeah, Mr. Denny was riding one yesterday.
Oh, they brought it back?
No, I think if you won it in the WBR, you could keep it.
You can still have it? Okay.
Yeah, Booker's on the Buffalo bike.
All right, nice. Well, you know, Booker just wants his screen time. He's trying to do whatever he can to show off.
You know me all too well.
One day he'll do a whole race.
Oh, I do the whole race. I just fall off and finish somewhere in the back.
Yeah, Martin, that's unfortunate there is no ODZ sock in the game yet. I mean, how many teams actually have a kit in game and in real life? I don't know how many have socks and gloves now. I will say that ODZ is the proverbial is.
Best looking kit as well.
Yeah, I agree. Right, hashtag ODZ socks trending right now. It's like crack. We do these kit sales. We have a selling period. I can't help but order something every time.
No, it's addictive. I never rode with a base layer, but since I got the ODC base layer, I'm really hooked to it, so I have to order some more too.
Oh, we got to get that in an ad.
$100 shipping fee would soon slow you down.
No problem. Costume's also not an issue.
Yeah, just got to move to the US and you'll be okay.
That sounds like a damn fine plan.
Got to put up with our president, though. Sorry to bring politics into this, but...
No comment.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, make sure no typos there. That's right, Martin. The ODZ socks. Socks. Else. Alright, so we're halfway through the first lap here. I think we're doing pretty good as a group. There may be a few off the front. We'll settle those out as the race progresses or the ride progresses. So I did a VO2 max workout yesterday at around noon my time. So about 16 hours ago, 17 hours ago. And I'm still feeling that right now. Yes, Andy, you can mock me now. Hey, Andy, my daughter, or my middle one, would actually like that. She never wears the same two socks on each foot. Always has mismatched feet. Just like who she is. Alright, we're gonna head into the marina here on the volcano reverse course. What was the question? Don't talk about my weight again. So why are the riders 2 minutes off the front?
I could give you a few answers for that.
Yeah. Is that clear enough?
Anyone should understand that.
We're not even going 2.2, I mean. Thank you, Dylan. Really good suggestion. Andy Jenner says I should reschedule my VO2 max workouts so the Espresso Lap is my first interval. I'll take that under advisement.
Sounds easy when you're sat in a chair playing a computer.
Yeah, that's right. I think Pete fell asleep. Pete Donahue was watching and commenting. Very quiet. It's like 5 or 6 in the evening in Australia. Doing my math right? I know it's a big country. It's got multiple time zones. So.
I'm sure he was driving his car on his way into work last time, and he was watching it on his phone.
Right. All right, I'm ready to stop after one lap. You guys all good with that? Hey Don, thank you for advertising the Odie's entry. I got Kevin here today too. Got quite a group. Loving your bike, Booker.
I figured I'd change it up to get rid of the sameness. I was too much Tron bike.
Yeah, the Tron bike is so overbought right now.
Yeah, that's easy to say when you've got one.
I'm waiting for them to make my bike in the game, and then I'll ride that, but sure they want to charge me a hefty sum for that.
I'm waiting for the ODC team bike.
That's right. Don't hold your breath. Has anyone tried any of the other platforms? Not that that's, I don't know, this is heresy to have this conversation, but Road Grand Tour and what's the other one? I think Be Cool maybe has one, and there's a third one.
I tried Road GT.
Yeah, what do you think?
I've only got quite a slow computer running it, and the graphics look really good, but my computer won't deal with them so well.
Okay. So it's a resource.
Yeah, it works with Zwift really well, but Road Grand Tour looks a bit more detailed.
I don't know if you saw Andy's comment, Rob.
Well, is it true though? That's the question.
I don't think you're a slacker. I don't think you're fat, so must be the exception to the rule then.
Fat guys getting up hills doesn't work well.
Sure.
I'll get there just as you change it and introduce something better.
And we're coming up to the finish of the first lap. Doing a pretty good job keeping the group here. We've got our contingent riders off the front that we usually see that are clueless. We'll do our second lap at a social pace. Then we'll kick off the third lap, which is the race lap. And we'll see who's showing up today that wants to work.
You've already seen the best of me.
You've gotten the best of me already, too. All right, have a good one, Don. As they haven't figured out or implemented where, as long as you're riding one of the established courses, it keeps track of the lap leaderboard instead of just the hilly loop. Doesn't seem like it's that much more to add to the game. Pete is there, fat guy with Tron. Be nice, Pete. To yourself.
Well, it seems like it'd be pretty easy since they already have the routes built in the selection at the beginning.
Yeah.
All they have to do is put the timing mechanism against it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a pretty simple code cut and paste. Pretty wild that they haven't done it.
I went our second lap here. Good discipline here in this group. All right, guys, 3 weeks till college football. I think last week I said it was 4 weeks, so hell would I spend a lot of my time on if it's not in Zwift. Any Florida fans here today? USA. Well, I'm sorry, we're talking American football. I can hear only crickets. Many Europeans here, so the vacation season ends in Europe here shortly, right?
It never ends in Europe.
I thought that was Brazil.
Well, my son goes back to school on Wednesday, next Wednesday, so yeah, it is over in the Netherlands anyway.
And Andy too, they probably want to charge us, it sounds like, if they add some enhancements to the game. I know it's getting to be an old bit, but hey, thanks, Yerky. Lots of ODZ jerseys here.
When only the best will do.
Thanks, Andy. Actually, an interesting topic though you brought up though is that even with the pads, I don't know if you guys are following this overseas, the studies around the effects of football on longevity and long-term health have really gotten amazing. They're the impact of concussions on these players long-term is quite dramatic. And I almost fear if something doesn't change, that in 20 years, I don't know if you'll see American football anymore.
I believe it'll be sooner than 20 years.
I'm just giving myself a horizon I can be confident about in my bets. But yeah, I mean, you saw that MIT player, what, 2 weeks ago walked away from the game.
Yeah, and now with medical and science catching up and really digging into it, it's only going to get bigger and bigger, and they're going to figure out more links to it.
Yep. I mean, if I had a son, there's no way he'd be playing football.
I have a son who won't play, not allowed.
Just a stupid risk.
I mean, I think I he can play hockey and lacrosse in big fields, but a football where it's a collision every single play,
Yep.
not worth it.
It's not like there's not risks in hockey and lacrosse and even European football. I just think there's so much more in American football.
Oh, I think all sports. I mean, rugby, all those have, but it's a skilled risk, as opposed to it's just American football is just crash into each other as hard as possible.
Right.
It's more of a UFC, MMA style sport where it's just hurt the other guy.
That's right. Get him into cycling, Pete Donahue says. Yep. 6'6", 290 pounds on a bike. There'll be a lot of momentum going downhill.
That's me, 6'4", 200 pounds, baby. Go down.
Are you really 6'4"?
6'4",
Wow.
200, baby.
Pretty thin. One point in my life, I was 5'9" and 183, so not saying I was thin then, but. Hey Taya, how are you? Thanks for joining us, really appreciate it. Alright guys, we all know the rules. I'll get to the front here before the start of the third lap. Photo log all those offenders that'll be disqualified. Then we'll kick off a fun espresso lap. And for those that don't know the routine, Booker will shoot off at a furious pace, forcing everyone to chase him. And I'm saying he's going to actually make it all the way today. He's going to hold on and maintain his pace, stay with the leaders all the way through to the end of the espresso lap.
I'm going to let him go.
Yeah, I might just sit back and watch that.
See, Booker, at some point, they're just going to let you go, and that's going to be it.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. If I keep showing up every week and do the same thing, they're just going to get tired of it and let me go.
You're playing the long game, huh?
Why not?
There's lots of prize winnings at stake today.
Yeah, my pro contracts, you know, they got to get out there.
I think there's lots of 6'4", 200-pound cyclists.
Yep, I'm a big draft machine.
Right, they put you on the team time trial and just tell you to lead the whole way. Everyone will pace line behind you.
At least for a little while, and then it catches up with me.
Who else we have that are A's here today? We got Pro 4. Cougar says he's a B. I'm not sure I believe that. Got OK 45. I'm not sure if he's A or B. He's a tough rider. We got Yerky. He's a super rider. Who am I missing, guys? Ufe will hang up there with them. He's on that threshold.
There's always you, of course, Mitch.
No. I tell you, that last interval yesterday was a complete bear. I had all kinds of confidence from the weekend, doing a sweet spot over-under workout, and then I came into a VO2 max, and about interval 3 of 5, I started feeling like a shell of myself. I think Sakuma is usually a pretty strong rider. I just saw him pass me by. All right, Peanut Gallery, you guys are a little quiet. Come on. Andy, Pete. Martin. Hey, you're welcome to chime in with any comments or thoughts too. I welcome the banter. I welcome the heckling. All right, so we've got. When I said it was the last chance for people to rejoin, I didn't actually think that some people may have already been too far ahead to rejoin. Got two Boom Bike and VJ. Don't think they'll be joining us today. All right. Andy's saying the ringer today is Dransfield. I think he's got a hell of a profile on Swift Power. And at Sushi, got a lot of gold in Swift Power as well. Watch out for those riders. Got my color commentator Andy Jenna there doing a little research for us. One of those guys off the front are thinking, what a bunch of slackers I got riding with me today. Hey Brandino, hey Kev. Slacker Mitch, thank you, I appreciate it. I represent that today. But I am operating on 4 hours of sleep, so I don't know if I'm a slacker or not. I tried to see if Peter or Stefan were going to be riding today. Let the leadership default to them, but I was up, so I jumped on the bike. Love this crowd we have today watching us on Facebook Live. I really appreciate everybody coming out, checking out the ride. Activity boosts this up and makes us more visible, especially as we come to the end of summer. Love to see the rider numbers get back up into the 50, 70, 80 range. Get back to having an A, B, and a CD pen. Good comment, Rob. That's right, Yerky. In our last few clicks here, till we hit the race portion today. So when we cross the start-finish line for the start of the third lap, all riders must be behind me. I'll signal the start of the Espresso Lap. That'll be a one-lap race at today's course. It'll also be available on swiftpower.com. Right, you guys are a bunch of trolls online. Everyone get your sips of nutrition and hydration. Coming out of the tunnel here. But Rob, are you just taking it easy today?
Yeah, same as always, you know me. Hanging at the back.
You've been doing a lot better lately, haven't you?
Yeah, certainly seen an improvement. That 8 weeks really helped.
Yep.
But still nowhere near these other guys.
Yeah, same here, man. I need to lose weight, and I have no discipline on that right now.
Yeah, same here. Too old to worry about it.
Enjoy my beer
too old to worry. Just, yeah, same here. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the ride.
Oh, I hate this song. Let's just delete this. Sorry, guys. Yeah, VJ and Boombike. Thanks, Andy. I appreciate it. All right, guys, Espresso Lap is on. Go. All right, looks like we have Booker off the front again. How does this happen every week? There we go. He's got Don Suroff trying to keep on his wheel. Booker riding the ever beautiful Buffalo bike. Giving himself a little more of a challenge today. 2 more watts per kilogram, but he's got that beautiful disc wheel and aero front wheel on this Buffalo bike. He drops a feather to crest him over the hill. I thought I was a pasty white man. Booker's the same. Look at him go. He has strung out the pack behind him though. Last week on Richmond, we had a group of 12 to 15 that were able to stay right off his tail and really keep a big group intact. This week we already have OK45 ahead of him. Booker's strategy is not paying off like he intended it to. Three riders at the front now. OK45, Booker, and Don Sura. And about 4 or 5 more quickly catching. Four riders now at the front. P. Heaton from WBR catches on this group. I think Booker's just waiting to put another surge in here. I think we'll see that as he comes out of the dirt road back onto the paved road at the end of the volcano portion. At Booker, they think there's a motor hidden in your disc wheel. And Kev, I'm quite happy where I am right now. Heaton takes a 1 second advantage here. All right, Booker, you've been replaced. I love the Buffalo bike here. Got a large group of about 5 riders, about 8 or 9 seconds back from the leaders. Vincor, Pro 4, Charles, Casey, Takuma. Four riders are coming out of the volcano in a slight descent. Sure, they're happy to be out of that oven. Yeah, I agree, Andy. He needs a hill. Yeah, I agree with that, Andy. No one in the second group wants to work. Pull this gap in. They can still do it right now, but it's going to take a lot of work. Front group isn't really working that hard either. I mean, I would be if I was up there. I can't maintain that pace, but... Still got the Booker hanging tough. Heaton looks like he's making a move here.
Suffering.
Suffering, that's right. What you're supposed to be doing. You're gonna start selling ad space on your back. Don't let him go, Booker. Come on, Don. Come on, OK45. Not sure about that answer there, Andy. Seems like they're content to see what he can do right now. Four-second lead for Heaton right now. Five seconds. Okay, 45 has fallen off that group. I love how Andy's doing race strategy here. Alright, they're closing the gap here. Don is working hard. Cooper's trying to keep up. Heaton seems content to relax a little bit here. Roth goes right by him. Akuma's working to pull from that third group. Heaton puts in another move. Not content to sit there and watch Don pass him. He gets a ride on. See if that motivates him a little bit. Already make the turn onto the Ocean Boulevard. Got a 4-second lead on Don. 10-second lead on the Booger. He's riding in quicksand right now. His wheels were a little bit into the asphalt. Like he may have wrapped this up already. Nice solo effort here by D. Heaton. Don, I don't know if you're listening, but Andy Jenner is heckling you right now. I think he's waiting for the Booker. The only thing that'll stop D. Heaton right now is mechanical. Alright, the Booker's working again. Got a little motivation there. You guys can work together. You guys can close this gap. So you either hurt or you're hurting, Booker. think you meant hurting. Yeah, for sure. You guys are putting in a good effort. Love watching it. He's really working here. He's not going to let this gap close down. Honestly, might actually let it close to about 2 or 3. And I put in another surge. Just for fun. He's into the first tunnel, leaving that shortly, hitting the second tunnel, and then onto his way to the finish. I do think we'll see a sprint for the second and third spots on the podium today. I think Booker will be very happy with a spot on the podium today. Andy, there aren't really many rules on this one. But we'll check them out. I mean, I'm not a big stickler on heart rate. He's got a legitimate power meter. I'm pretty okay because I can't tell shit from people's heart rate a lot of the time. It's so individual. Looks like Two Boom Bike and VJ are sprinting towards their disqualified finish.
My resting heart rate is 36. I can rarely ever get my heart rate above 170.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. What do I do when I see someone like you who's got a lower heart rate? I decide that there's something flawed with your power meter and penalize you. All right, Heaton's nearing the end of the second tunnel. Yeah, that's third group of about 6 riders is going to be fun to watch at the finish. He's putting out some serious watts right now. 400 watts, about 5 watts per kilo. He's coasting now. Recognize he's got a 17-second lead. Put out 3 watts per kilo. Got this one wrapped up. Great race by D. Heaton. Good effort. Yeah, I agree with you, Andy. All right, he puts out some more watts here. He's going to make his finish respectable. Not sure how the waves got so big on the inside of that little neck of land. Looks like that third group is really broken up, Andy. Looks like Don is not going to wait around for Boober for a sprint. He's going to go ahead and take second on his own. Oh, those two have come back together. We go back to Don and Booker right now. Battle between a Buffalo bike, a proper road bike. And Booker is going to go ahead and take second. Don will take third. Great job, guys. We have a sprint here, the final third group. Our Dornbos takes the sprint in that group on his Tron bike. All right, I have no idea where I am on the course. Hopefully that's the second tunnel, not the first tunnel. And I will not be catching Rob Elwood today. Yeah, Andy, I probably should have just come off of a heat and gone back to that third group, but yeah, it'd be nice to have a second camera. Great race by everybody today. Great effort. Love seeing the group ride well together. Only had 2 disqualifications, which is nice. We're real happy I got up this morning to join you guys. Go back upstairs, gonna shower and try to get another 30 minutes of sleep before I start my day. I'm drinking a lot of coffee today. Andy, thank you so much. Kev, thank you. Pete, thank you. Taya, thank you. Martin, thank you. If I missed anybody, thank you. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. I think Friday morning I'll be doing maybe lactate threshold intervals. I gotta look at my plan. But that'll probably be like 6:30 in the morning. My time, if you guys want to join me and heckle me, I appreciate it. All right, 1.2 kilometers, guys. Then we'll get the leaderboard. Hey, Booker, great job.
Thanks. Great lead. Good fun. Good Wednesday morning.
Yeah, you did super. Next week, you'll be on top of the podium.
Small improvement. Small improvement. Just try to keep it all the way to the end now.
Gonna peak just in time for Worlds.
That's the plan.
All right, just for Kev.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right,
Gotta
thank
go
you.
catch the train.
Oh, I love that race. That was brilliant. Cheers, Mitch.
Yeah, thank you, Rob. Thanks, Kev. Yeah, good point, Kev. Hey, 52 riders today. Pretty happy with that. All right, guys, again, thank you. Our leads here. We got Heaton in first place. Booker, probably first B. Cross second B. Not sure where Dornbos rides. MCL Pro 4 second A. I think our top C is A Alexander, maybe. But congrats to those guys that I can see on the board. Get the rest of the results done here later today. And we'll see you next week on the Team OTZ coffee ride with Espresso Lap. Thank you, guys.
Cheers, Mitch. See you soon.